Introduction: Westminster is a theatre of small gestures and large consequences. Last Tuesday, one of those moments played out high above the West End, in Lord Alli's Covent Garden penthouse, where glass, steel and politics mix as easily as the cocktails. What began as a charity fundraiser quickly turned into a pre-Christmas stocktake of Labour's intrigues. And one embrace sent a clear signal across the party. Setting the scene, Sir Keir Starmer arrived with Lady Starmer, flanked by loyal cabinet figures, Peter Kyle, Bridget Phillips' son, and Johnny Reynolds, his chief whip and habitual firefighter. Donors circled, including Lord Alli, whose gift of tailored suits and designer glasses to Sir Keir last year made awkward headlines. There was the usual canapé diplomacy and donor management, and then the room paused. The moment, Wes Streeting and Angela Rayner hugged. Heads close, voices low. It was warm, it was intimate, and in Westminster terms, it was combustible. Those two names are now the ones most whispered in Labour's corridors when people talk about what comes next. The embrace wasn't gossip. It was a signal, the recurring rumour of a joint ticket. A unity pact, a Streeting-Rayner peace deal. The offer in the wings, according to 6 Labour sources. Streeting's allies have been quietly advancing the idea for weeks. A Rayner ally put it plainly: his people are making an offer. The offer is, support me for leader, and you can have any job you want. In other words, back me when Starmer falls, and I'll restore you to the top table. Why the rumour won't die? Rumours spread because MPs keep hearing the same lines. Rayner herself is reportedly telling people about the overtures. And the political arithmetic makes the story plausible. Streeting is admired in Westminster but ranks only 12th in cabinet popularity among members. A Blairite alone can't win. A Blairite partnered with the party's best-known left figure? Suddenly it looks viable. Streeting's behaviour feeds the narrative. Since Rayner's resignation after the stamp duty debacle, he's applauded her in public, paid tribute at conference, and been overheard saying, "We really need to catch up in voting lobbies. If you weren't plotting, you wouldn't act like that." The Rayner question: Rayner publicly ruled out running earlier this year. Privately, friends say the stamp duty saga scorched her confidence and her personal life. YouGov puts her on -40 approval with the public, suggesting a leadership bid now would be risky. Among party members, though, she would likely be a powerhouse. She's easing back into the spotlight: campaign appearances for May, media outings, and a heavy-handed warning on workers' rights that forced Downing Street into a 48-hour retreat. The appetite is there, but the timing is not. That makes a unity pact both tempting and perilous. The succession math: Labour is sliding in the polls. Under 20% in some measures, with reform surging. Some MPs whisper that Starmer's fate hinges on the May 2026 local elections. If Labour fares badly, the succession moves from whisper to war cry. Streeting can't win without left support. Rayner can't safely run without risking a bruising defeat. A unity ticket sold as a way to stop the infighting could let both wings claim victory before a contest begins. But would the membership accept a coronation for Streeting? One soft left MP laughs: zero chance. Absolutely zero. A major union leader is blunter: he needs the left. But a Streeting-Rayner ticket? That's a leap of faith too far. Streeting's spokesman dismisses the notion as fantasy, a silly season story. The denial only highlights what everyone sees: no one is denying the closeness between the two. Downing Street's reaction: no. 10 is watching the Rayner revival with alarm. Starmer has started love-bombing her: public praise, hints of reconciliation, even the suggestion of a possible cabinet return if she stays loyal instead of hitching herself to Streeting. For all the policy rows and external attacks, nothing destabilises Starmer as much as the prospect of a Streeting-Rayner axis. A senior cabinet minister summed up the mood: it's completely mad. We spent 14 years getting a Labour government, and now people won't stop undermining it. It's damaging. What the hug might mean, on its own, a friendly hug in a penthouse shouldn't mean much. But in Westminster, where careers are made in shadows and ended in whispers, It sounded like a klaxon. Streeting and Rayner may never formalise anything. They may remain colleagues, friends, frenemies, or future rivals. But if Labour crashes in May 2026 and Starmer's position falters, that embrace could be remembered as the opening move in the next leadership race. Closing verdict: the hug was real. The plotting is plausible. And Starmer's grip may be a little weaker than it was yesterday. Keep watching the lobbies. Sometimes the quietest moments tell you everything you need to know.